Hey everybody, welcome to another Wasted Hour Trivia. It is Tuesday, and we are going to continue on with the insanity that we usually have. Oh, Karen's first. Today we're doing some tunes. Don't have a full album from these guys, but they're very talented, and they just put out a new single. It is the Rock Creek Kings. They're from the DC area. They have a track called Never See You Again. So I'm going to play that while we're doing our intro and everybody's filtering in, and we'll throw it on again at the end of the show so people can check it out. So yeah, let's fire that up. Do we have, I want to make sure that I've got my filters correct on this. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're going to fire this up again. This is by the Rock Creek Kings. It's called Never See You Again. And we've just got the one tune, so we're not going to have it kind of go in ad nauseum through the whole show because that seems like it could be frustrating. But
I used to have a lover.
While people are filtering in and such, we'll just play some music. This is good.
Now she's across the ocean.
We've got Shaggy and Craig and Septic have all joined. Septic, thank you for the very nice note that you sent us. Or your friend Charles sent us, depending on how you look at it. Oh, something made noises. What was that? Ah, there we go. Look at that. Septic is now hosting the stream. Did you see that, Septic? I added a thing, and it now shows up right there. If somebody is over on Twitch and they host, we now hear a little noise, and it goes right there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had to switch to YouTube because Facebook was acting up. All right. Fair enough. Right? It looks like we know what we're doing.
Oh, I see the penguin.
You do? Yeah, look at that. Who was that? Who just did that?
Shaggy.
Shaggy just hosted, and there was a little dancing penguin. He's the penultimate penguin.
And that's okay.
So we're listening to a little Rock Creek Kings. They got a new single that just came out called Never See You Again. Go check it out. They're a good crew. They've been on Another Wasted Hour before, and they're very talented. We still got the Facebook shares happening below, but now if you're over on Twitch, Craig, you should go over to Twitch because we're starting to be legit over there now. I've also made a widget down here because we want more Twitch followers. Right now we have 18, and I thought our goal for June could be 30.
All right.
So if you know any other Twitch folks and you can get them to come follow us, it'll make our goal line go further.
Does it count if I follow you on Twitch?
You can give it a shot, yeah. Are you on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, go follow us on Twitch.
What you knew.
You could go do it, and then you'll make a penguin, and then you'll see the little thing move, and it'll be brilliant. Hey, we have a new Twitch person. Hi, Pit Patio. You are speaking in a language that I do not know, but I appreciate having you here.
Portuguese?
It looks maybe Portuguese. I would believe that. Yes. We need an automatic thing that does translations for us so that we can have all of our friends from around the world joining. We're listening to Rock Creek Kings as we wait for people to filter in.
I'll never see you again.
All right, so a little about the rules. If you're the first one in and you say the word first, you get a point. Karen's our first guest here today. She gets the point. You probably want to follow or subscribe to the show and turn on your notifications so that you can get a chance at that point. The main way that you're going to get points, though, is by answering questions correctly in the chat. You'll be given about 60 seconds to do that. If you answer it correctly, you get 1 point. If you're the first person to answer correctly, you get 2 points. You can also throw a Karen by shouting Karen into the chat. And if nobody gets it right, then you get a point. If anybody gets it correct, though, you lose a point. So a little bit of a gamble there. You also get a point for sharing on Facebook or hosting on Twitch. So I'm going to show you how that works on the Facebook.
See you again.
You get,
See you again.
all right, so you go over to your Facebooks. You go to the little share icon all the way to the left there, or the one at the top. Share now public. An alert shows up just like that. Oh, look, there you go. Did you see your...
If I follow,
Yeah, your follow. And now I think down here.
we'll see it in the big one soon.
Yeah, you'll see it in the big one. We're at a delay from Facebook, so she's now watching the Facebook feed because she's very excited. And see, we're at 18.
Oh, 19.
And then now it went to 19. And Princess Fussy Pants is now following with her penguin, her dancing penguin. So if you host the show on Twitch, you get a penguin. If you share the show on Facebook, like Karen just did there, you get an alert down there. Thank you, everybody, for helping support it. And if you know anybody over on Twitch to follow us, we appreciate that. Because we have one more goal to meet. So we have actually got the goal where we have enough people watching each time, which is a average of 3. We've had enough hours in a row. We've had enough people chatting, but we don't have enough followers. We need 50 followers, but for June we're just shooting for 30. We'll do it in increments, and that would be really cool. So if you know any other people on Twitch who will either make an account or have an account, tell them to go follow us on Twitch so that we can try and get that goal. And hopefully we'll make the little thing down there go all the way to that side, right all the way over there to the green.
How do I host the show?
That Septic knows. Septic, tell us how to host the show. How does one host a show? He'll let you know. Danny's over there. Danny, you hosting the show as well? Because Septic's going to tell us how to do that right now.
It's Portuguese. It says something about smelling someone's head.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm in for smelling people's heads. I know that people smell babies' heads a lot. That's a thing, right? So the music you heard coming in, everybody, was Rock Creek Kings, their single Never See You Again. We're going to play it again at the end of the show to kind of wrap things up at the end and play us out. A very talented group from the D.C. area, named after the Rock Creek Park that's down in D.C. And they've been on the show before. So if you go check out the podcast, just search for Another Wasted Hour anywhere you can get podcasts. And there's an episode with the Rock Creek Kings and some other music of theirs as well. So go check them out. We are above the amount that we need, and I think we've gone over all of the details. Usually for our Tunes Tuesday, I'd have music going the whole time behind, but I had thought that they'd put out a new album, but it's just a single, so we're just going to do it at the beginning and the end of the show. I don't have host. Oh, no. Why don't you have host?
I just don't. I have Twitter, Facebook, VK, Reddit, embed, and copy URL.
For sharing under there?
Yeah, under the little share box.
Under the share box.
It's the little...
All right. It's my own one, so I may not have it. I'm probably not the right
maybe
person.
in the settings.
Probably not the person to do it. If I go into it, maybe that would help. That would be one way that I could do it. Share. No, I don't see a host either.
I can report you.
Yeah, you should totally report us. That's the thing that you should do. All right. So, I don't know why you can't host it. That's a weird thing. Maybe you have to do something first. Maybe it's in the settings.
Shaggy didn't have it at first.
Okay.
And now he did have it.
Oh.
So I wonder if Shaggy has any insight.
Yeah, Shaggy. Tell us your secrets, Shaggy. Do
Damn it,
not keep them
Shaggy.
from us.
Theater mode.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. That's where everything's much more dramatic. And we all speak in English accents. Not
Why?
good ones. Hi, Francine. Hey, we have a brand new person. Francine. Hello.
Hi, Francine.
We're so glad to have you. We're about to do some trivia. You may have missed some of the rules. It's really simple. We're going to ask a question. You'll have about 60 seconds. You type the answer in the chat there. If you get it right, you get a point. If you're the first person to get it right, you get 2 points. That's the gist of it, right? So let's go and try and get this thing started. That seems like a good idea. We're up to 13 people, which is the amount that we need to get started. Always need at least double digits because that makes it illegal according to all the quarantine
Not
rules.
anymore.
Not anymore. Maybe not, but here we go.
Oh, yeah. No one ever does, like
Hello,
ethics.
Governor.
Yeah, nobody ever does Essex when they try to pretend to be British.
Put a little shrimp on the barbie.
Calm down. That's Australian.
They're the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah,
I feel like that's
both islands.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do question number 1.
Question number 1, who did the music for West Side Story? Pretty straightforward question for question number 1. I'm talking about who composed that ish.
First and last name, right?
First and last name, please.
Yeah, you should be able to know the first and
Goes.
last name.
Keith says you have to. Okay, so see the little arrow coming out of a box?
Yeah.
Click that.
Dong dong.
You don't have it.
Dong dong. Well, this one is like I'm watching me, so I think that's what would I host it to?
Damn it, Craig. I specifically said who composed it.
Mm-hmm. Who composed it? Francine, this is a weird trivia game. All the answers are Keith Richards. That's not true, Ian. Stop lying to people. You're just trying to get converts to your weird cult. And I don't appreciate it. All right, let's see. We've got about 10 seconds left to get your answers in.
Well, you can re-answer, Craig.
Yeah, re-answer then. If you want. Craig says the
If
cast.
you have to.
Who did the music? The cast. That's funny. I see
Pain in
what
my
you
ass.
did. All right, time's up. So we're going over to the chat. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up because Facebook's a little behind everybody else.
I don't have to do anything fancy today, right?
No, we just play some music. Usually we would play music throughout the whole thing, but we're not doing that.
Not today, Satan.
But we will wrap back around and take a listen to the Rock Creek Kings and their new single, Never See You Again, at the end of the show. So stick around for that if you didn't hear it at the beginning. We've got a bunch of answers in. Some people are all over the place. It looks like the instructions for first and last name went by the wayside. So maybe I should have eased up on that. So there we go. Let's see. Starting from the top, we have the cast. We've got Hammerstein, Wesley West, who I assume the West Side Story was about. Irving Erlin, probably Berlin is my guess, is what was meant there. Charles Mencken, which is not, that's something else. I don't know why I know that name, but there's a reason that I know that name, and I can't figure it out right now. Oscar Hammerstein. I don't have host either, says Karen. Well, people, we need to fix this. Why can't more people host this? Dan Goods has joined us. Hi, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hopefully you'll come and play some trivia with us as well. Let's see. Leonard Bernstein, Hammerstein, another Irving Berlin. Emily has gone with a Karen. Robert says East Side. He believes that East Side made the West Side Story. And then time is up. Karen just after time was up. Jenny threw a Karen right after time was up. But I don't think that's going to count because it's outside of the given time. So we have to ask the question, since somebody's thrown a Karen, did anyone get this right?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Unfortunately, Emily loses a point for taking that gamble. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is Leonard Bernstein.
Leonard Bernstein. So the Hammersteins, unfortunately, not the correct answers. Danny, I believe, the first and only one that got Leonard Bernstein. Very interesting. I thought more people might get that, but Hammerstein and Bernstein, so similar in sound, right? Easy to mix those two up. Trey is here, but not first. Definitely not first. All right, so let's move on to question number 2.
Still trying to host.
All right, you're still trying to host. Well, you're going to do the hosty stuff.
Question number 2. Ready?
Yes, I am ready.
The Black September terrorist group is infamous for what 1972 event?
Oh, that's an excellent question. 60 seconds on the clock.
Thought so too.
We need to know what infamous event in 1972 was the result of the Black September terrorist group. So let's put that in. Trey says Sondheim did the lyrics.
Your face did the lyrics.
Sondheim also did Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, I believe. Did Sondheim do Sweeney Todd? I feel like Sondheim might have done Sweeney Todd as well. All right, so let's see. We've got some answers coming in. This is good. We've got about 25 seconds left on the clock, so make sure that you get your answer in as well. And then, yeah.
I'm Googling.
You're look to see if it's anything else. Is that what you're looking for? And
Right.
okay, double check all of the things that it could be. There's always a chance.
Yep.
All right, so time is up. Let's go to the chat and see what people came up with here. We're watching Facebook to catch up with the rest of us because Facebook is always a little slow. Jenny came out of the block and went with a Karen right off the block. That's bold. I have to say, I give Jenny a lot of credit for this because there are some people that'll wait to the very end until they feel like really everybody's answered before they'll throw a Karen. And in that case, you have like this educated, guess that you've got because you're like, none of those seem right. But coming out of the gate. Oh no, you know what? That was for the previous question. I lied. That was what that was. Because remember, she was a little late on it. I was going to say that was pretty cool to like jump right into it. But that is not for this one. Karen was the first one with an answer to this one. And Karen said the Olympic bombing. Danny went with the Munich massacre. Craig also did the bombing. Septic went with the Munich hostage situation. Emily with Munich. Trey with Munich. Ian says Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember Black September? Which I believe might be a song of theirs.
It's helpful.
Yeah. And I don't think that there was a terrorist group involved with writing that song. Yeah, Jenny, sorry about that. You're absolutely right. I was just looking at when time was up and you were the first one in there, and I thought, wow, that was pretty cool. Just to be like, boom, nobody's going to know this. All right, so no Karens or anything. So let's just start from the top down. Was it the Olympic bombing?
Nope.
It wasn't.
There
All
was
right.
an Olympic bombing, but it had nothing to do with Black September.
Okay, so different event, different group, I
You're
would
thinking
assume.
of Atlanta.
Yeah, the Atlanta. And that was Richard Jewell
Yep.
was involved with that, but not the
But
person.
not really.
But didn't actually make a bomb or anything, but everybody thought he did. And then Danny came in with the Munich massacre. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll take that.
It is. All right. So Munich massacre, 2 points for Danny for getting that one correct first. And then it looks like Septic and Emily and Trey also getting a point.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they kidnapped and murdered 11 Israeli Olympians.
Yeah. True has joined us. Hello, True. Welcome
Hi,
to the
True.
show. Glad to have you watching.
How is your Puerto Rican food truck food?
Oh, did he go to a Puerto Rican food truck?
Yeah, you recommended it to me.
Nice. All right. Well, hopefully you'll give us a little bit of a review of that. So moving on, let's go to question number 3.
Question number 3. What school did the screw-ups in National Lampoon's Animal House attend?
All right, 60 seconds on
You
the
know, the guys
clock.
who had a shirt that just said college.
Just said college.
Yeah.
And that's where they went. They went to college.
That's not the answer.
Yeah, it was definitely college.
That's not the answer.
That was the type of school, right? And that's what you're looking for?
No.
No. Okay. That's going to make it harder, I'll be honest. All right.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. All right, we've got some answers coming in. This is good. There was a Munich bombing as well, but that was a different group in a different year. Okay. All right, we've got a theme coming up here. It looks like people are starting to like come together on one answer. There's about 15 seconds left. So Septic, if you want to vote on that, this is the time to do it. So let's see. Try saying /host in the channel name.
I tried that.
In the channel name.
And then the channel name.
oh,
not
and then
in
the channel name. Oh, okay. So in the chat you do that.
So I did that over here,
Oh, okay.
right down here,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't do it.
It didn't. Oh, very interesting.
Well, I didn't see a penguin on your screen.
That's true. I did not see a penguin on my screen either. All right, time is up. So let's go to the chat. Evan
What if I,
says,
like,
thanks for the
refresh?
plays. You're welcome. We just had the the one track. So we're going to play it again at the end of the show. If we have a whole album, we'll kind of have it running in the background. But we did it at the beginning, and then we'll run it again at the end. Evan, by the way, everybody, is one of the Rock Creek Kings.
Hello, Evan.
So yeah, everybody say hi to him. Evan, how can people catch your music? Where can they go to buy your music? Where can they go to follow you? How can they? I've heard that you've been doing some like sidewalk concerts. I've seen that on Facebook Live. People can watch on that, or I assume go down into the city and watch it live if they wanted to. How can people do that, Evan? So let us know.
Here you go. Rock Creek Kings does Saturday Night Live music at 28th and Dumbarton in D.C. from 8 to 10. The AWH, Another
That's us.
Wasted Hour,
That's
the
us,
Another
yeah.
Wasted Hour crew is invited to come and hang out.
Everybody else who's not the Another Wasted Hour crew can also go down there.
No, they can go to hell.
No, you have to stay home and watch us have fun. So was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No. But that's not. He's on a roll. Let him go. All right.
Wasted Hour.
Yeah, give it a try. We're trying to do hosting on Twitch, and we're having a terrible time of it. I know that on this we wouldn't see it, just so you know. If we're on this view, I don't have a widget for it.
Yeah, but before I wasn't.
Okay.
And
All
we
right.
didn't hear a sound either.
We have Notre Dame, or Notre Dame. Craig says the Jodie Foster School of Redundancy School. Is that correct?
No.
TM Riddle with an
No.
with a question mark in the middle of it. No, that's not it. Okay. You have to do it in the chat for your channel. Interesting. All right. Do you have to be on your channel to do it, or on the other person's channel to do it? That would be the question.
Oh.
What if you went to your channel and typed that in? That would be
Okay.
my question.
I'm going to go to
To your
the
channel
Caitlin area.
and see if I don't know if there's a chat on yours.
Channel.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that.
That's me.
What if you do the share stuff down there? Wait, we're doing things.
Chat.
We're teaching you right now.
Found chat.
Hold on. We want to wait until we can do the alert to show
I'm
it.
just going to
You're
type
good?
it.
Okay. So we have a bunch of different answers. The most popular one looks like it is Faber College. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right. Trey was the first one with that with 2 points. Ian, Karen, Emily, Danny all also get a point for that one.
This says your Twitch stream is all messed up now.
Why is the Twitch stream all messed up?
I probably broke it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm over on it. What's wrong with it?
Seems fine.
Yeah. I'm watching it right now. If I do this, let's see if it shows up. Do. There's no. What happened? I can see me looking at it. That's me watching it. And
It was repeating things.
now there is my hands going everywhere. Yeah, look at that. It's working now. Yeah, I don't. Maybe we were just stuck in real life. There's a chance of that as well.
Maybe.
All right. So we got the Faber College thing going. That's good. I think we should have an alert here. So if you want to do your host thing, you can see the penguin show up here if you're doing it right. Doesn't look like it. I could have been wrong on that, but I feel
Oh,
no,
what if
because it's got the little widget in the corner, so this would totally have it. This is absolutely. All right, so let's move on to question number 4. What are you doing? Wait, you gonna try one more thing?
Yeah.
Do you have a share thing on yours? Is that
Yeah, but it doesn't have it.
It doesn't. Okay. Maybe you have to have a setting that says allow hosting or something. It's going
Oh.
back. It's literally going back and repeating sections when you started messing with the hosting. Yeah. I mean, we're doing it on her computer, so like I'm not even monkeying with it. So that's super strange. I think it's a coincidence.
Oh, type in your chat box.
Yep.
Host another wasted hour. Oh, I was doing a space.
Oh, that's probably a problem. Let's see. Let's see if we got
Unrecognized
this.
command.
No.
Says you're full of shit.
What if you do it in our channel?
I tried that before and that didn't
But
work.
with no spaces?
Well, so Shaggy says she's doing it in the same channel, so I think I broke your thing.
Oh, she was doing it in our channel, but she was doing it on her account, so I don't know why it
Yeah,
would-
I thought if you did
break
it
it.
on my account that it would do
Yeah.
it on my thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Host another wasted hour, but in a different channel, like
That's
this.
what I'm doing. Host another wasted hour.
But no spaces in ours. Yeah. All right. Ta-da! Nothing. Nope, not working. All right, that's enough fun for that. We'll figure that out another day.
Oh, I think I figured it out.
What's that? What'd you do? Is it working?
Hang on.
You have
One
to
more
like-
time, and then I'll stop, I swear.
This is the best show ever. Everybody, you're going to learn about Twitch right now. That's what we're doing. We're learning about Twitch, but not well. We're not learning about it well. That's the downside. It has to be another channel, not just another account. Okay.
I'm doing it in my channel, the Princess Fussy Pants channel,
Yep.
on the Princess Fussy Pants account.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, well.
That's okay, though.
I hate your
That's
stupid show.
That's all right. We'll figure it out another day. That's okay. We're learning as we go. I made a widget just now on how to show hosts, and that's like what? That's 90 days in. So it's okay.
No, Princess Fussy Pants.
Yeah, fussy. She's very fussy. Let's go to question number 4.
In what country was the first under 4-minute mile actually run?
All right. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could connect to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you can do Prime through it. That's another thing. 60 seconds on the clock. While we have like a question going, feel free to monkey with it all you want. But I figure we should just keep going.
Power through so we can have dinner.
Yeah, and you can tell. Let's see, free Ian tokens for all Twitch jokes. No, that's good. Yeah. I don't know what other jokes I can make about it. Let's see, something about the show making me twitch. There we go. We're doing this. This is making me twitch. There, good. All right, we have France and Kenya. They're always winning marathons. Seems like a fair answer to go for. Melissa's joined us a little bit late, but glad to have you here. Danny has thrown a Karen. Ooh, all right. Danny, one of the people that that people are following, has decided to Karen. So, all right, let's see here. I've noticed that we don't have any Evan guesses. Evan, are you gonna try and throw a guess out here as well? You can also do that. Time is up. We're going to go to the chat and see what people have come up with. Karen, also Karen. Emily, also Karen. Lots of Karens out there. Not that many guesses. Shaggy went with Canada. We're waiting for Facebook to catch up. And then we'll go through these answers and see if anyone was able to get them right or not. 202nd Vienna. Second Vanania. I don't even know what that means. What is a second Vanania? It's like a banana, but with second and vampire in there. All right, let's see. We've got a bunch of Karens. We've got at least 3 Karens in there. 3 Karens and a Kenya, that's basically the same thing, right? So the question we have to ask is, did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
Oh!
I'm about to laugh
Oh
so
my
hard and
goodness.
so loudly.
Oh, Danny loses a point. Emily loses a point. Karen loses a point. Somebody of the very few people who guessed nailed it. Let's start from the top. It looks like first answer in was Craig with England. Is that correct?
Yep.
Oh, the first answer was right. Everybody saw it before they threw a Karen, and they were wrong. Oh, my goodness. 2 points to Craig. Nobody else gets the correct answer, and 3 people lose points.
And the person who got the right answer wasn't friggin' Septic.
Yeah. You know what I think? Septic didn't get it right. You know we should change the rules next season? Here's what we should do. New rules, right, is that the first person who gets it correct gets all of the points from the Karens.
Ooh.
Right? You just steal points from whoever gets Karen.
Theft.
Mm-hmm. I like this. I run the miles, not record them. Yeah, but I figured you'd know that the mile was run the fastest in England because you need to know who to avoid any advice from. All right.
That was very funny.
Q Chariots of Fire theme. They talked about it on the episode of QI. Well, I'm surprised Trey didn't get that one then.
Yeah, Trey.
It is a very interesting thing because it was this is about the 4-minute mile. Is that what this was?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because there was this whole thing. What just happened?
I did it.
You did it. Oh, but we didn't see it because we weren't on the right thing.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it just went away. Ah.
Well, we'll see it when it switches over, though, right?
Yeah, it'll go away pretty quick, though.
That's okay. I don't care. I just want to see the penguin.
Hey, Caitlin figured it out. So if you need to know how to host the show over on Twitch, what are the instructions? What do you got to do?
You have to have a Twitch Prime account.
You have to have a Twitch Prime account.
You
That's
just link
what it is.
Amazon Prime. There it
There
is.
it
There it
was.
is.
All right, so I can't do it myself, otherwise I would, because my account is another wasted hour. So, anyhow, yeah. So the really interesting thing about the 4-minute mile is that everyone thought it was a thing that like couldn't happen, and then suddenly it happened, and then everybody just started breaking that record. Like, everybody started doing better than 4-minute miles. Although it'll be interesting because QI usually like busts common misconceptions. So was that? Do you remember if that episode was something about that concept being a misconception that there was like this wall of the 4-minute mile, and then people were able to like suddenly start doing it once it had been broken, and that like the trend was just normal? Or I'd be curious to hear about that. So let's see. I haven't seen QI for far too long. Every time I look, they're all taken down by freaking Fremantle. I don't even know what Fremantle is. You get some free games with Twitch Prime. I didn't know that. I should link my Prime account as well. Let's figure out. Let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5.
Question number 5. What is the only country name used in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Okay. This is good. I think I know this one. I'm gonna guess at the end, and I legitimately think I know what this one is.
Not one of your things where you say you think you know it, but you're actually just saying something snotty.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be clear.
I think that this one I've got. All right, so about 30 seconds left to get your answers in. Which is the only country name used in the NATO phonetic alphabet? This is also very similar to the like one used for the Army, right? I think they use a lot of the same.
Yeah.
It may be one for one.
Pretty much the same.
There might be some differences, but I'm not aware of any. So yeah, a lot of people honing in on one. Abu Dhabi says it's the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know that A is Abu Dhabi? It's easier to understand that over the radio, so that's why
Bob?
Yeah, good old country of Bob, said Septic.
Okay.
Septic in Abu Dhabi. I feel like is Abu Dhabi is that a country?
I thought it was a city, but I could be
I feel
wrong.
like it might be a city. I could be way wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure that Abu Dhabi is actually a country.
I know my mom likes saying it a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a great word to say. That's for sure. You asked a country name. Bob is a hella country. It's a hella country.
I have now one-upped the Twitch people.
Yeah.
I am auto-hosting
What?
channels from my host list, which is just one.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm not online and you are online, it will automatically host your shit.
Look at that. That's pretty damn cool.
How do you like me now? Keith Center.
And you can do that just in your channel settings.
Yes, you
Okay,
have to
yeah.
go to your profile little widget in the top right corner,
Uh-huh.
and then settings, and then channel.
And channel. And then you can auto host. You don't even have to do anything when you start it each day. When we go live, you go live, and that's pretty cool. All right. So let's get the answer here. Did I already do timeout? I didn't do timeout, right? I'm seeing a lot of people going with the same. Trey says it's a city. So
That's where Garfield keeps sending Nermal. That's true.
That is
Garfield
true.
has a song about it for every time he mailed Nermal there.
All right, so we were looking for a country, not a city, because if we were looking for a city, Lima would have also worked, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Lima would have
Or
been
Quebec.
right. So you had a few of those if they were cities, and Abu Dhabi would not have been one of them. But I believe we do have the correct answer on the board. Craig was the first one in with India. Is that correct?
Sure is.
That is what I would have guessed. So there we go. It's in the United Arab Emirates. All right.
You only told me what your guess was after I told you it was right, and I think you cheated.
No, I think I knew exactly what it was.
You should have said your guess out loud first so I could know it was authentic.
That's fair. Danny said Sierra, by the way, which I don't think is that's like a desert.
Are you just picking a random letter that you know from the NATO alphabet? Is that what happened?
Hotel, the great country of Hotel. Let's take a vacation to Echo.
My brother was an Echo company.
All right, so let's see. Sergio Leone,
Sergio Leone.
the lesser known Sergio Leone. Sierra Leone is what Ian was going with. Which, yeah, that is, I guess, is Sierra Leone? Yeah, I think that's a country. That feels like a country.
What's the volunteer position that you're resigning from? I'm deadly curious.
Oh, what is this? Who's
Danny.
resigning?
Danny is writing a resignation letter from a volunteer position, which I didn't know you had to do. I thought you could just stop showing up.
Sergio Leone is apparently a conductor,
There you go.
I guess. That's all.
So says Septic, so say we all.
I presume so. All right, so we are halfway through the show. What are our points at?
Oh.
What
I
are
don't know.
people at in terms of points? We've gained 1 follower. We have several hosts, which is very exciting.
Trey has 4 points. Septic has 1 point. Melissa has 1 point. Karen has 1 point. Jenny has 1 point. Ian has 2 points. Emily has 1 point. Danny has 4 points. Craig has 4 points. Danny, you better start not paying attention if you don't want to win this thing.
That is true. All right. So if anybody thinks that their points are different than what we have for you, let us know. We had some people in here hanging out and then they disappeared, which means we weren't terribly
They don't like you.
entertaining. Oh, Jenny has shared
You should show them your boobs.
halfway through. That's not a good idea. We'll have fewer people.
I heard that works.
Nope.
It works in New Orleans.
It works for you. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to question number 6.
Question number 6. I am looking at the wrong page. Question number 6 is who wrote the novel Finnegan's Wake?
60 seconds on the clock. We need the name of that author, the person who wrote Finnegan's Wake. What is Danny resigning from?
I'm resigning from elected ombudsperson position for a regional sex-positive group. Since I have passwords to double password protect email stuff, I need to actually resign.
Ah, interesting. Okay. That seems fair.
Oh.
All right. Sergio Leone is a director. Okay, gotcha.
Stop fighting, kids. I will pull this basement over and we will go home.
We are already home.
We'll go to someone else's home.
And then what?
Well, we can't go inside
Right.
because of Corona.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But we're all going to wear our masks and sit at a respectful distance outside quietly until everyone gets along again.
And then we will take you back home.
Yeah.
Time's up. Let's go to the chat. We've got a few different answers. Thomas Morvello Riddle says,
Go to hell.
Craig. That's all right.
I'm thinking about taking tomorrow off of work, and it's because of you, Craig.
It's because of you. Danny says James Joyce. Shaggy says George Washington. Danny says try not to fuck people over when I resign something. It's bad juju. Yep, that's fair. Let's see. And then we've got looks like almost all James Joyce's after that. Except
Peter Hamish.
Yeah, except for Peter Hamish and James Marvello Joyce. Those are the other answers.
I have
So
no words.
what is the correct answer?
It's James Joyce. And you know what, Ian? You're getting a fucking point. So
Oh.
suck on that.
Oh, wow. It's getting dirty now. So it looks like Danny was the first one with it. So 2 points to her. And then we've got points for Melissa, Emily, Trey, Ian, apparently. And that is it.
My tea tastes funny, and I'm having a sad day.
Your tea tastes funny. I'm so glad you said tea with a T, because that could have gotten really weird. All right. How do you all know this book? I've never heard of it. You've never heard of Finnegan's Wake? Really?
There's a song for you.
Yeah.
Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
All right. So let's say, let's go on to question number.
Oh, septic, sick burn. I was talking about iced tea, which is distinctly American.
Because maybe you drink it out of a mug. Oh my goodness. He just threw his very fancy gloves on the floor in front of you.
I think I do have one China teacup, and I'm going to start drinking out of that because you're kind of a fusspot.
See,
but I like you.
Shaggy heard my pee tastes funny. That's what I was saying. Don't check that out.
I mean, that's probably true. I'm just going to assume it's true and not go the scientific route.
Ian has invented passive-aggressive scoring, everybody.
I feel like I invented passive-aggressive scoring.
No, Finnegan's
Finian's
Rainbow.
There is a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. I think what you need to check out is Reading Rainbow, and then you would hear about Finnegan's Wake.
If I don't have a teacup, when the world opens up again, I'm gonna go to Goodwill and I'm gonna buy exactly one China teacup.
Ian says the sequel was Finnegan's Nap, which is not correct. It's actually Finnegan's Burial.
Trey says I should drink coffee out of a fancy China teacup just because I want to drive septic literally bonkers.
Yeah.
Is that why? Just because?
Yeah. No, you should absolutely do that. I think you should just do it out of a sports bottle.
I'm just trying to drive septic to drink now.
Just a thermos and just make him go completely sideways.
I also microwave my water for my tea.
Yeah, just
no,
watch
I don't.
watch him rage quit the entire show.
I do not do that.
No. As he just rage quits the entire show as you sip your tea out of your Camelback.
We have in my office.
Yeah.
R.I.P. People microwave water to make tea instead of using the hot water tap that's next to the microwave, and it drives me insane.
Well, there are.
Like unreasonably uncomfortable with this.
I feel like this is why you have to go to therapy.
I mean, I've pointed it out to people. I've been like, oh, there's just a hot water tap just there, and it actually tastes better that way. And they're like, yeah, I know. And I was like, so you're admitting my way is better, huh?
Yeah. No.
And faster.
Septic says the offer is there. I have fine China British ones if you want.
So I think what I'll do is I'm sorry, Septic. Oh my God, don't tell him about the candle, Craig. I may have turned teacups into candles. It's so cute though.
Oh my God.
I may have to go fancy China shopping with Nia, convince her to buy a set of teacups, and then just take one of them.
I can right now imagine Septic cutting himself.
Septic is like having a stroke.
Yeah,
right now.
no, this is horrible for him. This is everything everything nightmares in Britain are made out of.
Sorry, Septic.
All right, let's go to question number 7.
Try and get Royal Dalton. Oh yeah, they'll probably have that at the Goodwill. No, they won't. What meat is traditionally used in the dish ossobuco?
60 seconds on the clock. What is the traditional meat used in a dish with far too many vowels?
I think you got Wessex china.
which I assume is just west of Essex.
I could find out what kind of china my Grammy had and try to get that. That would be nice because then I would have a tea tin from my one grandmother and china from my other one.
Septic has an answer.
And nothing from my third one. Dolphins.
Yes.
What the hell?
What did they do over there in Britain, for God's sakes? Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. Septic says dolphins. Emily says veal sharks.
My goal now with this conversation is to make Septic go, "Ugh!"
That's-
so loud he wakes up his parents.
He's trying to do it to you. 10 seconds left on the clock. Now you're just fighting back by annoying people who watch the show. This is not good business. This is not how you grow.
It's
a
fun
show.
business, though.
Just fucking with people who come
It's
and
monkey business.
you're monkeying with them. Going to the chat because time is up. Listen, we got some different answers here. Dolphins, I feel like, is probably not correct. I feel like they get really upset when you eat dolphins. We've got lamb and veal shanks. We've got squid
Please don't eat dolphin.
and more lamb and
Squid
veal.
ossobuco?
Squid, lamb, and veal. These are our go-to right now that people are thinking could be the answer. So time's up over
Sort of all
on
you people
Facebook.
eat.
Yeah. So if it's veal shank, Emily's going to get 2 points. If it's lamb, Ian's going to get 2 points. If it's squid, Shaggy's going to get 2 points. Who gets 2 points? We just went over
Emily.
this. It's Emily?
Yeah.
So the answer is veal shank. Will you accept veal as well?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
fine.
All right, so 2 points goes to Emily. We've also got a point going to Trey and Danny and Melissa. So keep track of your scores there at home. You could also head up to the Lennox Factory store in Hagerstown.
That's not a bad idea because I know you can just buy one teacup at a time at the Lennox Factory store.
That's not a bad idea.
But if I go to the Goodwill, there's something nice about thinking that, like, my new china teacup came from somebody's granny.
Oh, Trey would like to correct Septic. It's clubbed baby seals.
Jesus
That's how you get it thin, I believe is what you do. Heather has joined us. Welcome, Heather. Just the right time.
It's a braised meat.
Is it dolphin or is it mahi-mahi? Oh.
British pantry still around.
That's-
I think it's still around.
Mm-hmm. Did
Let's
you know?
Google it.
Do you know what mahi-mahi stands for?
I do.
It is Hawaiian, and mahi means strong. And then the way that the Hawaiian language works is if you say the same word more than once, it means very, right? Like, so it's actually strong, but it would be translated as very strong. And it's because it's like the fastest growing fish in the sea, mahi-mahi is. So it grows very quickly and so it's very strong very quickly. Trey was right. Yeah, got it. Strong. All right, so let's move on to question number 8.
Question number 8. Where would a Scotsman wear his tam o' shanter? As in, what part of his body?
Oh my God. Septic. If you do not get this, Septic, you're going to have to turn
I've
in.
kind of thrown you 2 gimmies today, and you failed on one of them.
Yeah, you're going to have to turn in your tam o' shanter if you don't get this one
He's
correct.
not Scottish.
Right, but that's why we're saying you have to turn it in. All right, let's see what people are going with. Shaggy says, I once got canned haggis at the British pantry. Why? That is a combination of words I've never wanted to hear in my life. Haggis is terrible on its own, and then you got it canned?
Yelp
Oh.
says that it's closed.
Everything's closed according to Yelp right now.
There's a website called tmap.com.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm extremely interested.
Yeah. Hopefully it tells you where like you can get good tea and it's not just people who are interested in tea bagging.
Oh, God.
It's like the grinder of tea bagging.
Tigo.
Let's see what people go with. Time's up, so we're going to the chat here. Let's see what we can have. I like Jenny's answer. She just goes, genitalia. Let's do this. Push all the chips into the center. Genitalia.
The junk
Yeah, let's make this happen.
area.
Uh,
Why is this? This website doesn't have a scroll bar.
Craig says, oh my God, canned haggis. It broke me. Yeah, that's not a good look, I don't think. Let's see. He also got a Mars bar there. I feel like I had a Mars bar when I was a kid, so that's not that impressive. Shaggy is the first one to go with leg. Craig says under his kilt, which is not a part of his body, really.
You don't wear anything under the kilt.
Duh. Ian says in front of his bits, which is surprisingly coy. I'm surprised by Ian. You know, all the other things he'll say that are disgusting, and he went with bits, which is an interesting euphemism. His neck, says Septic.
And then he says, if it's not Scottish, it's crap.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap. Crossed his chest. Heather says his head. Trey says head. And then Melissa assures him his head. It's like a conversation. It's great. Head. Head? His head.
Head.
I've never been to Scotland, says Septic. Jenny says genitalia. Oh my God, canned haggis. It broke me. At the bottom of England near London, we don't get a lot of Scots down here. Only time I've ever heard of canned haggis was a trick ingredient on the Food Network.
Oh, yeah. It was on, what was that
Chopped.
Alton Brown show?
Oh, it was the Cutthroat Kitchen?
Cutthroat Kitchen.
That's a good one.
I have had the pasties from the British shop in Vienna. They are dope.
I think she meant pasties.
She did not.
That's what she was talking about. Good old British pasties. All right, so
Well, Shaggy, I know you may have that can 10 years later. It's not gotten any better.
all right, let's start from the top because we are already over time for this one. Is it on their leg?
No.
Shaggy is wrong. All right. Is it under their kilt?
No.
No. Is it in front of his bits?
No.
No. Is it around his neck?
It is not.
Oh my goodness. Is it across his chest?
No, it isn't.
Oh God. Is it his head?
Yeah, it's a hat.
Head?
Yes.
His head.
Yes.
All right. Heather gets 2 points. Trey gets a point. Melissa gets a point. I assume that genitalia is probably not the right answer unless something horribly has happened.
U.S. out of Mars bar.
What's that?
Different than you. I'm just reading things.
Okay, that we can do that instead. I
I don't know what you were saying.
said that the answer is probably not genitalia unless something terrible has happened.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No penises on the head.
You never know. There could be like a freak
This is not
operation.
that kind of show, Jenny.
It could be some dude that was like, I want to be a unicorn. And then they were like, that was right. That could have happened.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to question number 9.
I don't want to hear it. We don't associate with those half-naked heathens.
All right, what's question number 9?
It's the penultimate question.
It is the
Why do you keep
penultimate
asking me that?
question. Because you have to say it's the penultimate question, which you did.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
In what country will you find Copacabana Beach?
Copacabana. There are other words that I don't know, but sing them. And that's okay, because it doesn't matter. Because we all know the same tune and we just hum along. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what people are coming in with. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Cabana Boys come from. So it is any pool.
Shaggy, have you seen what happens if I stop saying it?
If you stop saying what?
He said just stop saying penultimate.
Don't stop saying it. It's incredibly important.
You see?
Why wouldn't you say it?
You see?
Why would you do that to me?
See?
There's only one thing I look forward to the entire day, and is to hear the words penultimate question.
I'm making you dinner.
Oh, that's also really good. I do like dinner too.
You're welcome.
Now that I think about it. Okay.
Oh, you meant all.
Dinner first, and then penultimate question penultimately.
Jesus Christ.
All right. We've got 10 seconds left to get the answers in.
Rio de Janeiro is not a country.
Yeah, it is. It's right next to Abu Dhabi. It's the next country over. To the chat, because time is up. Let's see what everybody has. Smiles is here.
Hi, Smiles.
Just in time for the last question. All right. Let's see what people are able to come up with. We'll wait for Facebook here to catch up. But at the top, if we start coming down, we've got... Trey just started listing things from the Food Network. Cutthroat Chicken, Cutthroat Kitchen, Chopped, Guys Grocery Games. That shows you how much programming on Food Network is just trying to fuck with people trying to cook. That's the whole channel. The whole channel is either like discovering new foods, teaching you how to cook, or teaching you how to cook when everything's all fucked up. And those are the 3 shows that they have.
Before this, we were watching a show where they had the judges from Chopped playing, and they all had to use leftovers
Yeah.
to make foods.
My worst, like the things I hate the most are watching things like Top Chef, because they turn in different meals, and it's always like, this is really amazing. The layering of flavor is fantastic. Really love the texture of things. The pork was slightly overdone, and I'm like, bitch, I would eat that all day long. How you're gonna get cut for that? Bring that over here. I'll give you a trophy. I want some of your shitty food. That's the best shitty food there is in the world. Like, oh my God. They never get cut on things where it's like, oh, we had to chop you, or we had to like cut you because this is literally poison. Like, never happens. It's always like, well, there's just not quite enough salt.
There's just a hint of bitterness
Yeah.
because of the char on the filet mignon.
Right.
made.
Right. I don't know if you used quite enough truffles on this. Oh, well, God. Sorry about that. It's very expensive. All right. So
I'm on a budget.
so up at the top, let's see. First guess was Florida.
No.
No, not the country of Florida.
No.
Very interesting. Music and fashion were always in fashion at the Copa. There you go. We now know the other lyrics that we will not remember.
Shaggy is very confusing. He is alternating between singing songs and making winky faces and saying, just stop, I don't care.
Just stop. I don't care. Trey says Brazil, first one to say that. Craig's the first one with America. Rio de Janeiro, not a country.
At all.
His name was Nico. He wore a diamond. That is true. Lethos.
Lethoso.
Lethoso. Is that a country? I'm not familiar with that country.
I think it's Lesotho.
Lesotho. Okay. More Brazils. Nope, it's not. Just stop. Don't care. Okay. All right. Cuba, Brazil. I'm in favor of penultimate. I think it's just stop doing the penultimate. I think that's what we're hearing. All right. If Emily's in favor, then I say burn it down. This is a very diametrically opposed subject, apparently. We have one thing. I get it. Everybody else gets to have little culture things. Oh, we're going to say Thomas Marvella Riddle all the time. We're going to say Keith Richards. But Keith goes penultimate every time, and he goes, everybody loses their fucking shit. All right. You know what? We're not going to do it anymore. That's fine. We're not doing it from now on. And it's because of you, just so you know. All right. What is the correct answer?
Brazil.
Brazil! Looks like the first person to get Brazil is Trey. 2 points to Trey. Emily, Melissa, and Jenny all also get points. And looks like Smiles likes the pink. Just like you were saying, you were excited about the pink.
Oh, I'm always in favor of pink.
Yeah, you're good with that. Great British Baking Show or Bus, says Craig. That's his go-to.
Teal. I like teal.
They don't teach you how to cook anymore except reruns. It's all competitions. Iron Chef instead. The Japanese version, though. Yeah, the Japanese version one is weird because they're always like, the secret ingredient is a thing you've never heard of. And you're like, well,
Codfish liver.
God damn it. I don't know what to do with that. Is that good? That looks like it might still be alive. Disney has lied to me. And when I went to Florida and Disney Park, I was sold lies.
Oh.
Yeah, Ian says penultimate Keith Richards, and Emily says, no, I love the penultimate questions. You've been outvoted, Emily. Nobody else cares about vocabulary anymore. Let's move on to the ultimate question.
That's the new thing.
They didn't say I couldn't do that.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
What astrological sign falls between Scorpio and Capricorn?
All right, what astrological sign falls between Scorpio and Capricorn?
Don't be a dick. don't list 9 of them and say that technically there's 9 between them. No, it's Scorpio, and then it's something, and then it's Capricorn.
Yeah, in order.
And we're looking for something.
Let's see. My favorite line that Alton Brown said on Iron Chef in America was during the seaweed battle. He said, "I don't even know what's going on, and I get paid to be here."
Scorpio 2, Electric Boogaloo.
By the way, did you know that saying something to Electric Boogaloo is now racist?
Here we go.
Yep. Racist people stole things, and now we can't do them. We can't do the
That's
okay
true.
sign. Can't do the okay sign because it's racist. Can't say something to Electric Boogaloo because they've decided to use it to say that they want to have a second, second Civil War. So they're calling it Second War is Electric Boogaloo, Civil War II, Electric Boogaloo. So they call it Boogaloo. And so now you can't use it anymore, which is terrible. This is what's going to happen. Mark my words. At some point, what's going to happen is that
I'm sorry.
they're just gonna end up taking on the rainbow flag and being like, this is the new racist flag, and then we'll lose the rainbow flag, and because we can't use it anymore because racists use it, and they'll win because of that. All right, so
Sounds like I'm dying to know what you were actually trying to say instead of suck your leads.
good old suck your leads, the great sign of suck your leads. All right. All right, so let's go from the top and see. We've got Aquarius, Sagittarius. So Shaggy's the first with Aquarius. Danny's the first with Sagittarius. We've got a few other people with Sagittarius. We've obviously got Scorpio 2, Electric Boogaloo, and Scorpicorn, which is the combination, I assume, of Scorpio and Capricorn. Did anyone get that correct?
Yeah.
Anyone? Is it Aquarius?
It's not.
It isn't. Is it Sagittarius?
It is.
Yay! All right. Congratulations to Danny for getting 2 points.
Don't forget to play that song.
And we've got a point by Emily and Melissa and Smiles and Trey and Jenny all also get points.
I'm giving Septic a point because apparently that was what he was trying to type when he typed suck your leads instead.
All right, that's fair. I did the mic and it was on, but it was too funny not to just put it in chat. All right. So you said it out loud to see if it would spell it for you, and it came up with suck your leads.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's great. Aquarius, just because that's mine. That's mine too.
And mine.
We're so great. Are they trying to make legit? Are they trying to make? Are they trying to make it legit racist or racist the way they tried to make milk racist? I don't even know about milk being racist, but apparently there are a bunch of people who are racists who want another civil war, and they keep using Boogaloo as the code word for it. And then the okay sign happened because, irony, it was 4chan said, I bet we can take something that's innocuous and turn it into an offensive thing, right? And so they saw people doing that, right, the okay sign, and then they'll do it below the waist, and there's that thing where you do that, and somebody has to try and put their finger in it, or you get to punch them, and it's like a game you played in high school. So they started spreading rumors that was racist. And so people started freaking out about it. But then racists were like, oh, is it? Cool, then I'm going to do that. And so then they started using it. And so now it became racist, which is really ironic. And now I guess you can't use it. So it's very unfortunate.
Way to go, 4chan.
So the way I'm saying is that if you give somebody the power to basically overtake any symbol that you make and make it theirs and take it away from you, that's a lot of power, is all I'm saying. That at some point they could just essentially run off with whatever they want and say, well, if you're using it, you're racist. So now you can't support the things you wanted to support because the yellow equal sign with the blue background, that's now racist. And any type of flag, all flags, so I'm a little cautious about this. I mean, I think we can all agree with like the Confederacy stuff. We need to get rid of that. That's been pretty long term, but some of these other things we may need to push back a little bit, but I don't know. Let's see. Some white nationalists posted videos a couple of years back of them chugging milk in an effort to associate with them. The world consecutively said no, and that was the end of it. Nice. Well, that's what we sometimes need to do it. Let's see. Somebody pointed out you can sort of see WP. Yeah, it's really tenuous though. It's like the circle of your fingers is the top of the P, and then like your arm is the P, but then somehow the W doesn't go all the way down your arm, and it's backwards as well, because I feel like, I don't know, and then some people say that if it's upside down, that's also it, but that wouldn't be, because it'd be like an M and a D. So whatever. So let's go to the shares and see who
Fucking finally.
was involved with that. Jenny gets a point. Craig gets a point. Robert gets a point. Karen gets a point. Emily gets a point. And Shaggy gets a point. So, and I'm going to fire
and then
up.
we have a host from Shaggy
Mm-hmm.
and from Septic.
I'm going to fire up our song again from the beginning here. This is the very lovely and talented Rock Creek Kings. Never See You Again is their new single. Just came out earlier this month. So go check them out, Rock Creek Kings. They're playing live in D.C. So if you happen to be in the area, you can drive down. They just do an outside concert available to everybody. So yeah, check them out. I think I have a tool that shows us if these are the people hosting, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. So you and Shaggy and Septic and our good friend Mike, who is Old Guy Gaming Time on over on Twitch. So if you're ever interested, you can go check him out at Old Guy Gaming Time. He does the normal Twitch, like playing video games and stuff like that. Although that begs a question. Sometimes we play video games with him. Would you like to see us host that? Like, would you be interested in watching us? It's usually a pretty good hoot because, you know, it's just us actually doing video games. So you can imagine what that
We're not good.
that ridiculousness looks like. But yeah, if anybody would like us to host that and go live and you can see that, we can do that as well. But I know that you're more interested in the trivia. So, yeah. Okay. So next time we do it, it's usually a little later in the evening that we're doing it. So Septic, you might have to catch it like afterwards, but I'll try and see if we can throw it back up there. And I don't have all of the fancy things happening yet for that, but anyhow, let's wrap this bad boy up. So who's the winner tonight?
I don't know.
You want to go through everybody's scores?
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
Robert and Diana have 1 point. Shaggy, Karen, and Heather have 2 points. Septic, Jenny, and Ian have 3 points. Craig has 5 points. Melissa has 6 points. Emily has 7 points. Danny has 9 points. And Trey is our winner with 10 points.
Yay, Trey! Congratulations.
Way to not win, Danny.
Yeah, good job, Danny, not winning. So, Trey, you get to have our acceptance speech. Let us know that one, and don't forget also that you have to pick a color for tomorrow that you want our studio to be. Oh, somebody just hosted. I didn't even see who that was. Oh, we have to watch it now. Who was it that hosted? I just heard it. Trey hosted just after we actually gave out the points. Amy joined us for the very end of the show. We have another follower. We're to 20. We made it to 20 followers. Woo! We're on our way. This is very exciting. All right, so this is good. Oh, don't forget, I also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. It's available on all your podcast outlets, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere you would get podcasts. It's a comedy. There's some trivia there. We've got crazy news from around the internet, like silly, weird things that have happened. And you'll be exposed to really great music and artists from the Washington, D.C. area, including people like this, the Rock Creek Kings, and their new single, Never See You Again. So go subscribe to that. Just search for Another Wasted Hour wherever you'd go to get podcasts. Give us a review and some stars. We'd appreciate it. We are here at 7 o'clock every night. And if you want to join us, you'll probably want to subscribe and follow and set up alerts so it'll let you know when we go live. And so, yeah, definitely do that. If we are not here at 7, if something is catastrophically has happened, we're going to post on our social media. So you'll want to like us on Facebook at Another Wasted Hour, Instagram at Another Wasted Hour, and Twitter at A Wasted Hour so that you can be in the know in case we have to push things back or change things up or anything like that. And we also have a group called Another Wasted Group on Facebook, which you can come join and get the insider information on everything. So that's about it, everybody. Do we have an acceptance speech?
Arms, fingers, not so much legs anymore. Thanks, have fun, see you tomorrow.
All right, do we have a color?
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine it is tomorrow. I think that wraps up everything that we've got for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hosting and sharing. We really appreciate it. We will see you at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you're going out, make sure you're taking the appropriate precautions. Wash your damn hands. Don't touch your face. Put your masks on, things like that. We want you to be healthy and we want you to be safe so that we'll be back here with you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And then shout out to all the people that helped the world go around during this pandemic. We might need you again. I know that you may have not had a choice in the matter, but we do appreciate the sacrifice that you took through all of this. So thank you for that. Once again, music was brought to us by Rock Creek Kings. That's their single, Never See You Again. Go look them up. Very talented folks. And yeah, what's your final word, Caitlin?
Diana had a question, which is what's the difference between teal and aquamarine? According to my screen,
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Same thing. So it'll be teal and aquamarine tomorrow. And that seems to be the word that we will be doing. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow, everybody, have a great night.
Bye-bye.